Good afternoon, everybody. So, welcome back to part 2 of all the Super Megaforce Zords I do own. There's only, I think, one I don't own, and that's the Ninja Storm / In Space Zord, depending on who you talk to. So, these two little guys is the SPD Racer Zord and the weird car version of the Zero Ranger 5 Battle Zord. So yeah, so these guys work pretty much the same, just a little bit of a remold. Like the whole back half of these two Zords are the exact same, just painted a bit differently. But yeah, this one I believe came with a Red Ranger from SPD key, and this one came with a Red Zeo Ranger key. Again, sorry about all the dust. So, I do have those keys. They are just buried in a bunch of other keys. So I'll just be using this little guy right here for the demonstration for the keys. So, first let's start off with the actual show accurate one. Hopefully my camera will stop drifting. Like that. So, this is the red. This is supposed to simulate the main Ranger Zord from Power Rangers SPD or Toku Sentai Deca Ranger. So, you know, it's a nice little car. All these wheels do spin. It's all nice and everything. So, it does roll around. But most of these Zords do have two forms. The one I showed in the last review does not. So, it's only a dragon. So, this one, how you get to its secondary form, which isn't show accurate, but it's here. You pull off the fronts, pull off the sides. Now you have car pieces. So, usually how I do this is, since big thumbs, since I can't really get my finger in there, I use a little bit of a pen, just like you can click it out. Just be careful not to draw on the white. As you can see, it's a little bit yellowed. Just kind of carefully just go up a little bit just so you can get it. You can get at it. There we go. Pull those little handles out. Same thing with the other side. Just carefully kind of lever it out. And ta-da! Doesn't matter what pen, just a pen. That won't explode. So, next up, you leave these little pieces out, like so. See this little hole right there? Right up there, sorry. Pointed at the wrong one. Put it in there, but with this, the car front facing forward, and these little bumpers are facing forward, like so. Now, there's also little holes right there. That might look different. They're not just Zord builders. You take the same side, you stick it in, but face forward, like so, little foot. And the same thing on the other side, and boom, you have like a little missile launcher. Usually it does come with, I believe, 2 missiles, which you can use to fire. You stick them in. Then usually with toys like this, you have to, you know, push them out with this side. But since they wanted to really market Ranger keys, you stick this in, and then usually it'll be poof, shoots it out. But yeah, just a little spring in there would shoot it out. It'd probably just be like how hard you ram the key in there. So yeah, that's this little guy. I'm just gonna turn him back to normal as I am talking. So that's him. He'll be back when we're doing the Megaforce transformation. This guy works exactly the same. Like, he has like 1 wheel here instead of the 2. Instead of having like treads as well. And again, this whole back section is the exact same as the other one. But this is supposed to be modeled more off of the Zeo Ranger 5 Battle Zord, as you can see by these little hands and the little nubs for stuff. And I don't know what happened with mine right here. I think there's just a little bit of a factory error right there. But yeah, so again, make it into a little missile launcher. Doing the exact same thing. Nothing is different. Literally, like, oh, you can even use like the Ranger keys to just kind of fry this up. using the pen better, in my opinion. There we go. Guess I just poked myself. I'm fine. Then do the same thing with this side. Carefully up. Up. Come on, come on. There we go. These ones are a little bit looser, I've noticed. And you may notice all these little nubs on these, like on here, on here. There's also one on the dragon. You can put some of the 5 or the 6-inch figures, I believe it was, on these. A lot of the nubs for these types of things you can. And then just, you can make them ride them. Just plug them all in. Same thing. There'll be a missile. Take the key, shove in the back, shoots out. It's not a super mega hard thing to really figure out. So now you have to do these 2 Zords. And if you have the legendary Megazord, this fine fella right here, just gonna take these swords off his hands. And again, camera, no. Okay. Just put these little things away. Put his arms up. There we go. Lift his arms up. Don't know why the camera doesn't want to watch this. Boom. All done. Okay, I'm going to see if I can adjust it a little bit better. Okay, there we go. So now, like before, when we're making this into a weird cannon, you just rip it apart. Usually the easiest way is taking off the front pieces first, and the back ones. So instead of leaving these little pegs out, you fold them in. Again, there's a lot of room in there, so you can really just easily pull them in and out. So these, okay, so this one, which I believe, yeah. Usually I put the bumpers outwards, just so you know. You can't put them on the inside, doesn't really matter. Use the same ports. Put into this top hole. Just stick it right in. Gatling foot. Yeah, and these wheels do spin pretty well in my opinion. And then again, and they're the exact same ports as like before, like when the arms connect and the legs connect. So it's like very easy to click them around. So again, there's a few ways you can do this one. Actually, one more way, but you can stick like that. It's gonna look a little weird, but you can. Again, fold that whole thing out. Again, fold it like back against it, but and then down. Stick this whole thing in there. Again, you just shove this whole thing in there. It's literally all you do. Just grab this, shove it there, pray it stays. And now, as you can see, it can't close. It's not because it's like the Japanese one with the American one or something. No, it's just a flat canvas up against a wall of bumps and stuff. So, yeah. This is the legendary Megazord with, I'm going to call it SPD power. But now, another thing it shows in the directions is, remember those little handles we pulled out for the cannon mode? Yeah. They are the same. There we go. Same handles for these little hands. So you can just stick them in. Doesn't matter which side. As far as I know, you can wish to experiment with it as much as you want. Again, make this hand fold in a little bit, but that's okie dokie. And you stick it in. And boom. Now he is a cowboy pirate. Boom. So Now, take everything off. All of it off. All of it off. Now he's back to being this. So, just move all these pieces to the side. And do the exact same thing. Fold this off. Put these apart. Fold these down. In Japan, they never made the Zord. So this is a non... And also, never in the show was it shown. But stick that in there. Again, same thing. You guys just put the bumpers on the outside. Stick all these there. Take this. You can put it like I said on here, but the next thing you do is just pop these little handles out. Usually I like doing it in the opposite direction than how they were on the car, because as you can see, little fists. And on the car, it would be backwards. So just gonna stick them in there. Stick. Then, like so, with the little arms up, just go back as much as I can, and now you have the Legendary Megazord with Zeo power. So yeah, that's this guy. You'll be seeing the Legendary Megazord a lot more in the future. Whee! So, as I'm talking, I'm going to rebuild these. So, to rebuild, pull those up. Same thing with both of them. And then you just stick them back together. It's not super hard to fold the little handles back in. All that fun stuff. So, what are my thoughts on this Zord? So, in my opinion, they're a neat little thing. Again, they have non-painted details a lot. All over the place, like right here. You can see a lot of the details because there's a lot of dust in them. But yeah. So what are my thoughts? So first, let's go with this guy. So this is a good little substitute for the Japanese version, which this was like maybe 20 bucks at the time. And then there's also the Japanese one that for you and for most people in America to get it without going through actual store, it would be 80 bucks. Because it also has electronics and lights and sounds. So this is a good little replacement for it. It's nice. Plus, these were not in a set. These are two different things. This also was about 20 bucks. Personally, I like it a little bit more, this one, but I am a little biased because I am one of those people who really like Tommy and stuff. So having a little Tommy Zord is nice. It was also how I got the Red Zeo key. So, you know, it was nice getting like a Red Ring, a Zeo interpretation on here. So, yeah, that's the review for the Red Zeo Racer Battler Zord and the SPD Racer Zord. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and at least I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.